Welcome back to Phasmophobia. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, I would appreciate it. Anything you could do for the channel helps me put more back into the channel for you. That being said, today we are finishing off our Insanity Challenge. What is that? Well, in the past few days, I have been working towards the new weekly task, which is earn perfect investigation bonuses on Nightmare or harder. As you could probably put together, I'm going for the or harder. We're dialing this up to Insanity. We're only using tier 1 equipment for this. If you've been following along with the challenge so far, the first time we did it on Tanglewood with tier 3. Then, yesterday for me, and for you guys really, but it depends on where you're loading in from. We did it on Edgefield with tier 2 equipment. And as you could probably, guess by now, we're doing it on Ridgeview with tier 1 equipment. Oh, the joys. If you're not familiar with Insanity difficulty, instead of getting 3 evidence items to perfectly identify the ghost, you only get 1. And it's not going to be a perfect way to identify. Yeah, this is going to be great. This also, like the thing said, we need to get a perfect investigation bonus, which means we need all... Oh, wait, where do we go? 10 photos to be 3 stars. We need to get all of our objectives, which this time around looks like it shouldn't be too bad. And of course, we need to get the ghost right. So, now we go to the part where I basically just start hating myself. We need to get our sanity below 25% by the end of this, or sometime throughout. We need to find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF, and we need to get the ghost to blow out a firelight. There's some other important things in here. There's next to no hiding spaces, and the ghost has no grace period, so if it hunts and it drops right on top of you to start its hunt, you die. That's it. The end. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We can give the ghost ifs, ands, and buts, but it won't listen. So we're going to be going by way of glow stick. Thank God they implemented eye adaptation into the game. I recommend turning that on as long as your computer can handle it. I don't think that it really adds any stress. It just kind of changes the way that the game is lit. That being said, let's try to track down this ghost room. For the love of God, I would love to have a starting room ghost. I love this ghost. I love this ghost so much. I know you touch stuff, but it's probably not going to register because you probably don't have UV for evidence. First floor and everything. This ghost is amazing. Alright, we're actually going to need that. Ghost orbs. Interesting. Breaker is not up here. Okay, my love's starting to run away. Decent hiding right next to the ghost room. I can work with that. Bonus sometime was over there. Alright, let's get down here and get the breaker turned on. If I can find it. There it is. Wasn't sure if it was on this side or the other side. There we go. Well, we got the ghost room right off the bat. We have 2 decent hiding spaces, and we have our evidence right off the bat. We do need to be careful for the mimic when we have ghost orbs. But aside from that, this should go pretty straightforward. Let's go grab more equipment. Nice thunderous rain. Normally I like to look at the moon, but we got a little bit of cloud coverage today. Let's see. Yeah, left the light on in there. Grab that, put that on there. We'll probably take that in one of these times if we don't need it immediately. So the mimic will always have 1 more evidence than the mode you're in. Professional, it will have 4, while all the rest of the ghosts have 3. On Nightmare, it will have 3, while all the rest of the ghosts have 2, so on and so forth, to the mode we're in, where it will be the only ghost that has 2 evidence. Ghost orbs, bizarrely, like if you click on them, they are not evidence of the mimic, but they kind of are. So, Spirit Box, Freezing Temps, and Ultraviolet, that's what we need to look out for. We already have Ultraviolet, we have a glow stick in there already, so we need to take in... We actually already have our thermometer in there, so all we need to take in extra for this is the Spirit Box. Otherwise, Crucifix would be ideal, and we will take this camera rig in there so I can have a nicer look. Technically, I could probably see the ghost orbs from the window out there, but we'll live. So we'll get in there, we'll set this up, we will check for Spirit Box, and see if we get a response. If not, we will be semi-confident that we don't have to worry about it. Let me verify that the orbs are still in here. Yes, they are. Beautiful. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? So far, it doesn't seem like that's it. Close to freezing, but not quite there. And it hasn't seemed to touch anything that I can get a register on. So, we're just going to have to keep working with it. We'll go ahead and place this down, because I don't need it to hunt on top of me. We do need to collect the bone, and we do still need to get our 10 3-star ghost photos. What do we need for objectives again? EMF and firelight, so we will need to be taking in... Oh, I made a mistake, but we'll still be able to do this. I got matches. I was going to give myself lighters and kind of cheat, but in my own stupidity, I've decided to be an honorable person. How dumb. So yeah, we're going to need a photo cam. We are probably going to take the other one of these in there, and we need EMF for our objective. Actually, we could just turn this on and chuck it in there like a grenade. It has touched that keyboard in there. We'll go in there and check for UV real quick. That'll be my last check. Well, probably not my last check. I'd like to get a door like that immediately touched. That is my last check for UV. We got our EMF. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We'll go ahead and turn that on. We will place this down over there-ish. Now, we will go. We still have our photo cam. There is no cursed possessions on insanity difficulty, and it didn't really affect me this time, but the fuse box location is not listed on the map on insanity. Maybe for nightmare too. I don't know that one well enough. I think it turned the light off in there last time. So we'll need a flashlight to look around for this bone. We should have a smudge stick on us, but we're going to fail at that miserably, so oh well. Ooh, salt. That's what we need. We need to get that in there and have the ghost walking on it. We'll probably, set up a motion sensor to verify maybe a frequent path that the ghost walks. That's what we should do. Realistically, I'm going to run in here with this and put it there. And now the ghost is going to manifest and walk away, right? Unfortunately, that did just drain a little bit of a decent chunk of my sanity, which is less than ideal. It is still chucking stuff around in there. No hiding space there, which is not the end of the world because I probably wouldn't live getting there anyway. We'll leave that light off for now. It was actually hindering our photo or our video camera capabilities. This bone is likely going to be upstairs. Generally is. At least for me when I play, because the game hates me oh so very much. Find this, take a photo. We can only get 2 photos per unit of salt, which is less than ideal. Normally for the tier 2 and the tier 3 you can get 3 photos, so that's 9 filling up your book, and then if you get the bone photo, that's just, you know, the last one you need. This time around you only get 2, so that's 6 filling up the book. 1 from the bone, that makes 7, so we'll need to get 3 photos, likely to be from door touch interactions. Those tend to be the safest. For me, anyway. I've not had very many trouble with them. What are our possibilities? Not good. It's not going to be Obake, and it's not going to be No, it's not going to be Hantu. Because the Hantu requires freezing temps, and Obake requires ultraviolet as evidence given. And since our evidence given was ghost orbs, it will definitely not be in either of those. I have spent a little bit of time in the room, so we will need to try to gauge the ghost speed based when it does inevitably hunt, which unfortunately this task is taking me a little bit, so my sanity is draining. There we go. Who would have guessed it would have been a rib cage on the bedroom floor? Not me. Actually, the only thing up there is bedrooms and bathrooms, so I guess I would have guessed it eventually. There's that, and I'll chuck that down there. Check. Let's try to see if there's anything to see from the ghost. Saved our sanity a little bit. We should take some medications. I'm not sure how well this medication works. It's not an instant restore, unfortunately. It is gradual. Honestly, we'll take 2 because we still need a decent amount of photos. Okay. Track my back all the way from Sunday. Let's see here. Speaking of, let's see, the new challenge video went on Monday, and then this is part 3 of the series. And this one, so Tuesday, Wednesday, this should be going out Thursday. Interesting. Is it in here now? Or is it still over here? Really needed to still be over here. No, I didn't mean to place the first one, so we're gonna have to hope a little bit that it just wanders a bit. This, however, we can get these 2 photos. We use this crucifix, we can get 2 photos from that. We can get that photo right there. Photos so far are going well. We got our first 4. We've already collected our bone. I think to this degree we have finally decided it is not a mimic. We will test Spirit Box again. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? It's not giving me Spirit Box. Okay, we're gonna save our sanity. We're gonna take these 2 photos here. Technically, I could have gotten that ghost photo, but I do not need to be wasting my photos right now. We do need to go grab a smudge. It is kind of necessary to have that so we don't die. All of our photos are good so far. Oh, my sanity got way low there. Whoops. We just need to light that firelight, which means at this point I will probably take another sanity medication just so I don't get instantly killed. Let's see here. Revenant and Fae should be fairly easy to tell. The others, not so much. So, let's grab ourselves that smudge. Pretty sure it's not a mimic at this point. What do we need? This smudge. We already have a firelight in there. Probably should take another piece of powered electronics. Put that in there for our Raiju test. Probably help to save our sprint too. I do need to remember to do that. Grab this, take these 2 photos. Place this roughly in the center of the room. And I need to actually do that in order to light that. There's another candle over here, so we'll also light that. Because we do have potential for a non-Rio. Slight potential. I want to save my sanity. Ha ha ha, I outran it. Unfortunately, it also made me run away from all the candles. Oh, my candle. Oh, there's one. Not a non-Rio. I would not have been able to hunt. That is it for our photos. Banshee's not an option, so we don't need to worry about that. Well. Doing a lot of events right now. I do need to get out of here quickly. Chapter breaker. Okay, not an Unreal, we're pretty certain of that. There is potential for that to be a Thay. It should be fairly slow for as often as I spent in that side of that room. All of our objectives are complete. All of our photos are complete, so now we just need to be sure of the ghost. For that, we need to go in there, go insane, and that'll be that. I think we don't need to have a match lit in order to light the smudge stick. That would be terrible. So for this, we're going to go to our special little spot. is where we're going to hide from the ghost. Even though we have that spot over, we should be in that spot over there. Because we need to listen for its movement when it walks next to the powered on electronics. Thankfully that is just an event. Gonna go into the second one. Block line of sight as we enter. Gotta remember I have voice activation on. That does still count as a smudge. I'm setting my timer now. Grab this one up. What I was going to do, the reason I got out of there initially, was to pull out my crucifix. So let's head on out of here real quick. We'll do our thinking and then we'll come back. It's throwing a lot, but there's no potential for poltergeist, which is peculiar. That's kind of an average speed, so definitely positively not a revenant. Came to me when I turned on the light, definitely not a yokai. There's still potential for it to be Yurei, and that is not going to be easy to decipher. Banshee, I'll have to get the scream for. I don't think that was a Thay, although it did not seem to speed up with line of sight, so we need to be careful about ruling that guy out. Definitely not a Raiju. It did not speed up at all next to the powered on electronics. With a decent 4 ghosts, I'm going to grab a parabolic, and we're going to listen from probably the kitchen. It is peculiar, this ghost has not wanted to move away from the ghost room yet. Normally they start roaming around almost immediately. That is the next thing we're going to have to work with, is trying to see if it is a Thay. Which, honestly, I'm with the lights on. There we go. Well, it's just I thought it touched the keyboard as soon as I picked this up. Moved to me. This could be Banshee. We need to wait to see if the... Oh, there's parabolic. We need to wait to see if the ghost room moves to me, though. However, I should be careful because it can definitely hunt from right there, right now. Come on, ghosty! The ghost room did move. This might be a Banshee. Oh, there's that again. See if it makes this the ghost room. They didn't seem to have a lot of, or any speed up with line of sight, which was peculiar. So we need to wait for it to change, or for it to settle on the ghost room, and then, actually, what we need to do is get another smudge stick. Like, immediately. I still got plenty of matches in here. We'll go ahead and grab 2 smudges. We'll see if we still got cold breath in here. If that is the case, then it may have migrated back. Keeps coming directly to me to do its ghost defense. Oh, well, I don't mind you turning that light off. Wait, does that mean it's in here? So, based on the breath, no. This would be ideal to test for Yurei. Come here, it does a ghost event here, and then it touches this door. Very specific set of circumstances that you'd require for that, you dick. Talking here. The ghost is still here. Find out if set this as its room yet, but the ghost itself is definitely still here. It should be good enough to get this room as well as maybe that far computer room. Still coming from that computer room. Let's see, I still have this on me, right? Yeah, I do. That was my ear holes. Now, so we're going to chuck that. We're going to grab our crucifix and bring that in with us. This is getting just a little bit more difficult. And they need a banshee scream, or honestly, I don't know. It's not keen on turning off the lights. It's not fighting me with the light switches. Yeah, so far I have no idea. Get the fuck out of that house. What the fuck? That was horrifying. I don't know what I expected from Banshee's scream, but not the screams of the damned. Holy shit. Screw that ghost. Also, double screw that ghost, because that is a Banshee. Why the hell was it never moving from that room? What the fuck? Unless somehow it was a mimic and it just literally never gave me Spirit Box. Jesus, that was horrifying. Alright, we're calling that. If I actually get this, I'm going to be so happy. Also, that would be definitely the first Banshee scream I've ever heard. Yup, that was a Banshee. Holy shit. And we finished our challenge. Hell to the yes. Let's go take a look at the beautiful progress bar filled in with crayon. What was that? 25, 25, and then 3,000. So that was quite the payout for this. It's like 8,000 total. Kind of beats out the Grafton Farmhouse for the weekly challenge. That was horrifying. That was terrible. And I think you guys probably enjoyed that a little too much. I got some surprises coming out. I think I mentioned this maybe in the last video, but I finally got SCP Containment Breach working. So we're going to have that video coming out. And I've kind of got Metroid set up. I'm going to pace Metroid because, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do in terms of replay. I can enjoy replaying it 20,000 times in a row. I kind of did that growing up. But in terms of watching me play it, I don't think it's going to be that entertaining for you guys to sit there and watch me play it over and over and over again. So those are going to be spaced out. Those are only going to be on Fridays. However, I think I'm also going to accompany that video with some SCP content now that I got it working. Apparently, if you ever get the memory access violation, and I'll go over this again in that video, but just go into your search bar and select anything that has the abbreviation SCP and delete everything. If you have something that says you can't delete it, it's probably somehow actually something for your computer. Kind of coincidental abbreviations there that Microsoft uses for me anyway. So, that being said, thanks you guys for coming along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, I would appreciate it. Anything you could do for the channel helps me put more back into the channel for you. That being said, have a good one.